We all ready, Rock?
When
I'm
you
ready.
are.
Okie dokie. You all wake up. There's a sudden searing pain that courses through your body, and you sit up. Eyes wide awake, your air fills your lungs. You're sitting in a patch of flowers. You're not in the city at all. You're outside the city. You can see the walls in the distance. No, you're not with the party at the moment, Chris. And in the distance, you can just see black smoke rising. You don't know what happened. Somehow, some way, your lives were all spared from the calamitous impact of the meteor that fell from the sky. Your mission to save the reactor from destruction was a failure. You are not quite sure what the next steps will be. But looking around, you all seem to be together and intact. In the distance, you look and you see a black helicopter appear from over the city walls and start to make its way towards you. You stand up, you kind of, brush yourself off, you get yourself ready to continue. And as you do, the helicopter gets ever closer. What do you do?
Can we tell if it's one of ours?
Roll perception.
I will look too.
Ooh, that's sad since it's an expertise for me.
Alright. Din
Damn.
and Dagna. Act.
Your max is almost
You all-
mine not.
In the distance, you can see the markings of your group's insignia on the side. It's a red flag with a hammer and a scythe on the side, and as it approaches, it gets closer and it turns to the side, and you can see the side door start to open up. And there standing is a figure you all recognize. You recognize it as a Zaros Apollyon. Did I say that right, Chris?
Yes.
All right. This, what race are you?
I'm a vampire.
Okay, but do you look human or are you like a vampire? With a different race?
Human. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Human.
So,
little pointier ears, because fantasy vampires is like that.
all right. You see the pale white visage of a man you all know, Zaros Apollyon. He is your group leader, essentially your sergeant. You report to him. As he draws closer, the helicopter lands and he dismounts and starts walking towards you. He looks very disappointed in the lot of you. Chris, your character, you know that the mission to save the reactor was a failure. There's a lot of deaths, and you got some information pointing towards Russia Corp as behind all of it.
when I see him, I'm gonna let out a long sigh and cross my arms. I'm going back, aren't I?
Alright. You guys just wanna really quick say your names again since Chris wasn't here last time we played. Just for him.
Well, I'm Den. I'm a tiefling.
Okay, she's an artificer. Danae?
Dagna, halfling monk.
Alright, well,
Kara, human rogue sniper.
And I'm Act, changeling assassin.
and this guy you know, he's you're a vampire warlock?
Yeah, I use a highly advanced AI to assist me with having a gigantic energy sword, effectively, and also doing what you would say is magic.
Sounds good. So I'm gonna borrow Chris really quick into the other chat really quick. You could pop down to.
Geez, Nay posted on Facebook even while playing.
Nope, that is not me. You must have me confused with somebody else. I would never do that.
Uh-huh. I love your picture, Danae, your full name, and your post. It pops up in the game for me.
I think that you are insane. So it pops up in the corner, right, of your...
Yep.
Okay, how do you have it do that? Because Corey's does that too, but he can't tell me how. He wishes he could turn it off. I wish I could turn it on.
I don't know. I'm not sure how it just suddenly started doing that.
Nobody knows. I want to know.
It doesn't bug me because then I can see what's posted.
Oh, hey.
I'm going back to jail.
I don't have to be leader anymore.
Yep.
Well, at least it was a nice explosion at the end. I got to see the sky for a little bit. It was a good day. And I didn't die.
But you did.
But you did die. You were like one of the first.
I was unconscious.
So I didn't get to get your guys' opinion on how we started the monthly.
terrible.
All right. Rude.
It's okay, I just take any comment he says as being straight from Amanda, so I'll punish her in game later.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Why? What did I
Relationships.
do?
Listen,
Everything.
you blame me for the stuff that Corey does.
And I do a lot of stuff.
A lot of stuff.
He's your problem.
It's
Exactly.
your problem. Anyway, so Apollo, your leader steps up and he like takes a look at all of and go ahead.
Zaros looks at you all disappointingly, looking at you, Amanda, a little longer than everyone else.
I kind of shrug my shoulders like, what?
You are going back to jail.
I laugh nervously.
We have another assignment. It looks like this mission's failure was not based entirely on your own incompetence. We have information saying that Russia Corp was sabotaging their own reactor, though we're not certain as to why exactly that would be the case. And so now we're going to go and find out. We've got to get inside their offices and extract the information in a less explosive manner this time.
Okay, first of all, I did not even sign up for the second part, so I would appreciate a heads up before you tack on more orders. Second of all, that was not entirely my fault that we failed the first time.
You want me to shock her?
I tried.
Yeah, I mean, we weren't expecting to have a big sword guy show up and just drop a meteor on us.
I'll shock them both.
Now you'll get your chance to prove that you're not just incompetent. Let's get to work. And you don't get
After you,
to
my
decide-
incompetent leader.
You don't get to decide what your orders are. They're orders. And I'll go ahead and get in the chopper.
He's so mean, I hate him.
I'm gonna follow silently.
I'm gonna happily skip.
Man, this guy's got a stick up his ass, and Isaac's character will follow up after. That's his name. Argus. Argus Wilhelm. So you all load into the chopper, and it takes off. You look out the window. You can see the countryside just kind of flying by as you do. As you enter the city, you see that things are not doing too well. It appears that several hours, probably about 16 after your about 16 hours have passed since your encounter with Meteor Boy Sephiroth, and the city is pretty well destroyed. Where there was the large reactor at the core, the center of the city, is now a giant crater, glowing with radioactive energy. Surrounding it are various destroyed buildings and just carnage. Various monsters can be seen erupting from the goo, like literally just like they just pop up out of it, and they're covered in the like biley toxic goo. And they're attacking what surviving civilians there are. It is utter chaos below.
Well, shit, we've managed to kill a bunch more people.
I didn't know it.
As you continue, you see that wretched corpse tower that spires in the distance, like just up overlooking the city on the northwest side of the city, is relatively untouched, unlike most of the city in general. It's a little odd. As you approach, you see a shimmering around it. There appears to be some sort of energy shield. How are we supposed to get past that? Argus will ask. As he says that, Chris, your character knows that there's going to be some sewer ducts that you're going to have to make your way through.
Underneath. I'll direct the helicopter pilot to land us at a nearby pad where we can easily get into the sewers.
Alright. As you do that, you bank to the right, and you start to descend into the depths of the city. As you do so, you can see now people are shouting, running. Some are getting attacked, but you pass over them, and you land in what looks to be an abandoned train yard, like a subway train. There, in the distance, up ahead, is a large tunnel that goes into the underground subway system. There doesn't appear to be much. There's just a couple of the toxic creatures patrolling around. All right, the door slides back open, and the pilot says, "All right, this is your drop. Good luck to you. Hope it doesn't turn out like your last."
Do I have to?
Yes.
I'm gonna push her out.
Go.
I was gonna push her
Damn it.
out.
Push. I'm gonna make sure everybody gets out before I hop out.
All right.
These guys are so mean.
All right, everybody hops out. The machine takes off, and it's eerily quiet, like very quiet. You are there in the train graveyard with the subway tunnel up ahead. There's just a couple of toxic creatures ahead. What do you do?
Okay, fearless leader. Lead.
Okay, Corey, I assume I have some sort of map of the subway/sewer system you're mentioning?
You have an incomplete map. You have knowledge that you should be able to get into where you need to go, like in a specific route that you have mapped out. But it's old, back when it was very much still in major use. So you don't know what paths might be blocked, or what might be barring your way.
Or, what the corporations have built in since the map I have. Yeah, sure. Okay, well, I will say, this is the way we need to go. Let's clear out the, obstructions and get in there. How far away are the, creatures?
They're probably a good 100 feet from you.
Do they see us?
No, they look at the creatures. There are two different kinds. One is walk around on all four. It looks like a kind of like a fellhound from World of Warcraft. If you don't know what that is, it has no face. It has like a skull on its entire snout. It has tendrils going all along its backside, and like a whip-like tail. The other one looks like a big, kind of like an ogre with 3 heads, and only one of them has an eye. And they're just covered in like a green, sticky goo acid. And they just kind of seem to be mulling about, not actually doing.
So, say if we were to attack them, would I get sneak attack?
Yeah.
Okay.
Before she attacks or anyone else's attacks, can I find covering so they don't spot me?
Yeah, go ahead. Just roll stealth.
I'm gonna start
There's
running at
plenty
him.
All right, go ahead and take a shot.
I'm gonna pull my weapon out and shoot.
All right. And what are you? Which one are you shooting at?
The Fellhound.
All right. You see Kara. Oh, fine. Fuck this. And he pulls out the rifle, cocks it, aims, and as she does that, Dagnan goes, ah! Starts charging. 1 second. All right. You see the it lets out like a mix between like a dying duck and a dog's squeal as it falls to the ground. Its brains are just popped out of its head, just splatters against the wall. It just falls over to the ground, and you hear a as the three-headed ogre creature turns and stumbles, turns towards you. He sees Dagnan and starts shambling towards her. As he does, each head splits from the body and a new body forms, so now there's 3 of them. Just
I'm gonna cast bonus. But
Alright. Alright, let's get a initiative off from everybody. Let's get... remember, since we don't have tokens in this, we're just doing Mind's Eye. Just hit your dexterity stat, and that'll give us your...
Why do I always roll so bad for that?
+5 for mine.
Damn. 6? That is terrible.
You didn't
Or
want to
10,
go
I guess.
first, right?
I guess I'm leading from the rear.
Yeah, mine has an
Fearless
extra
leader.
+5.
what was yours, Charlotta? 11 plus...
+5 to make it 16.
Give me 2 seconds, we'll be right back.
No, they're in the suitcase.
Alright. Act, you're up.
1 sec. I shall move as far forward as I can. And stealth.
Alright. Alright. You dive into the shadows. Anything else from you?
No.
Alright, Argus. Let's draw there! He's going to pull off his hammer and he's just going to run forward, taking a dash action. He's going to get right up next to one of the excuse me, up next to one of the ogres, and he's going to use his bonus action to make an extra attack. By the way, Chris, since you weren't here last time, I have a special rule where you can make a bonus action and just make a full, like, 1 attack. But you can't use your modifier for the damage. Alright, he brings his power maul down. Argus brings it down straight into the shoulder of the ogre-looking thing. You hear "Ugh!" as he fails and he is knocked prone. "Ugh! Why you do that?" That'll be Argus's turn. Kara, you're up.
Did my stealth field go through? So am I invisible? Okay,
Yep.
I'm gonna take aim and shoot at the next one that Argus hasn't hit.
Okay. That was a natural 20. Wonderful.
Without advantage on.
Yeah. Alright. Alright. I'm sorry, which one were you attacking again? Just remind.
The one that Argus was not attacking, so the next one next to it.
Alright. As its entire left arm is just blown off. It gets flown back a good 30 feet behind it, and blood just splatters. He's spun around and he is knocked prone from the attack. Oh, mommy! He calls out for it. He's looking very injured as he does that. Anything else from you, Car?
Yep, I'm going back in stealth.
Alright. Alright, Ogre 2, the one that just got his arm off, he's gonna stand up. He's gonna reach out his hand toward Argus, and he's going to cast Chain Lightning. So you see, as lightning just erupts from his hands, arcing towards Argus, who is going to not make his dexterity saving throw. Alright, or Argus is going to take 45 points of damage. I need Dagna to make a dexterity saving throw.
What?
Alright, you take
I take nothing.
half of 45. Why is that?
Evasion, bitches.
Oh, yes, the Tierston syndrome.
Yeah.
Right. I just got evasion too.
Alright, you see the lightning streak for you, and just do like a back, like Neo dodge as it just arcs over you. Alright. Ogre 3, who is knocked down, is going to stand up, and he is going to punch Wilhelm right in the face, which will miss. Alright. Dagna, right as your turn begins, you see two more of the hulking three-headed beings come out of the shadows. You're up. There's one that's really...
Can I get to either of the three-headed ones?
Not this far out.
My movement speed is 50 now.
About half. You're still a little bit out. You can make a dash action to get there, but...
No. Take me to whatever I can reach.
Alright, you have a choice. You can do the one that just punched Argus, the one missing an arm, and then the one that's
I'll do whatever one's closest to me first.
Alright, so, I'm sorry, which one were you?
Whatever one is closest to me first.
Alright, that would be the one that just punched Argus.
Okay, I'm going to activate my static overload.
Okay. Alright, first one will hit. Nice. Second one will hit.
And is it still up?
Yeah.
Like, how much does it look like it's up?
That it looks pretty. About a third. It's taking about 2/3 of its health.
Okay, then I will flurry of blows for my bonus.
Oh. All right. So you spend a key point and you keep attacking. Everything but the last one will hit. So Dagna just runs up, yeah, punch, and then she does a spin around roundhouse kick to the side of the head. And you hear as he falls her to the ground, teeth and blood just splatter everywhere. As you do that, you see the body just kind of starts to split and form apart, and that body splits into two other smaller-looking ogre things with like a smaller head on, and they are currently prone as they stand.
That will be my turn then.
Alright, that brings the Din.
So how's Argus looking?
He's looking at about half health.
Okay. Is he within my 30 feet of movement?
Yeah, you can get.
I'm gonna quickly run up to give him a quick bout of healing. Or actually, yeah, I'll just do that.
Alright, what are you gonna do?
Yeah, so I'm going to try and give him a little bit of healing.
Right.
Is there, how many ogres are around him?
There is one right next to him, and then there's a couple other ones nearby.
Isn't the one right next to him now, too?
Yeah, sorry, that one's now two. And then there's the armless one that's nearby. And the untouched one is a little further from that.
Okay, I'm going to chuck a bomb at the untouched ones with alchemic fire.
Alright. Alright. So the heavies. One passes, one does.
And then I'm going to use whatever movement I have left to duck and try to hide again.
Alright. One of them looks pretty much unfazed. The other two, other two, they look pretty beat up, especially the halfie. It looks very crisp. The one with the arm that was shot off, you can see that the wound is now cauterized, and he is looking really bad. He's got melting flesh. And what are you gonna try and do?
With my any remaining movement, I'm going to try to back the fuck up, hide.
Alright. You don't really have any remaining movement, so you're just kind of...
Okay, I'm behind Argus.
Okay. Ogre 1 is going to step up. He is going to cast Fireball at everybody. Well, the youth. So I need Amanda, Danae, and Argus to make a dexterity saving throw. Okay. All right. Argus and Dagna take 28 points of fire damage. Din takes 14.
Half that because of fire resistance.
Half that because of evasion.
All right, so 14 for Nene and 7 for Din.
Oh, and the one who cast Fireball, I'm going to turn to him and cast Hellish Rebuke on him.
As your reaction, okay.
Yep.
Can you link that for me?
Yeah, I will. Oh, wow.
All right. You see him just kind of resist it a little bit. He doesn't really seem to take that much damage. He looks like he took about 4 points.
Woohoo.
All right. And then he's going to use his bonus action to chuck a mallet at Dagna, which will miss. All right, Zaros.
All right. Can I get into this melee with one move action?
Yeah, where you're at by now.
Excellent. So I'm gonna go ahead and summon my weapon.
Okay.
And we'll go ahead. I'm going to use my bonus action to place a curse on one of these ogres, the one that Argus had been beating up on. And I'm gonna go ahead and attack.
Alright, and just double check, just to confirm you said the one that Argus was in melee with?
Yes.
Alright, one of the halfies. Okay, go ahead. Alright, so there's one that looks charred up and the other one looks pretty much unscathed, just so I know which one you're attacking.
I'm going for the one that is charred up.
Alright, the first
do I
one...
get advantage?
Yeah.
Alright, let me redo that then. And I'll get 2 attacks.
Okay. Alright. They both hit. And you do... Alright, that does... God, why can't I count? 33 points of damage. As you... it's looking just at the brink of death.
Alright, that's everything I can do.
Oh, shit, because you joined late. Your weapon, is it just a regular weapon?
Yeah, it's just a regular weapon.
Alright, sorry. This is a +3 weapon. Because everybody got +3 weapons. I just forgot to tell you, because...
Okay, then I need to change to it being... Or I need to change one of my options from Warlock. I took an evocation that made it a +1. So...
That's fine. You can go ahead and do that. Sorry, this is...
Okay, cool. So it's a +3 then?
Alright. Yeah.
So add 4
Alright,
damage then.
Yeah. Alright, and you take the damaged one out. You still have your bonus action. Are you going to do anything with that?
I used my bonus action to curse him.
Alright.
And I'm going to transfer the curse to the uninjured one.
Alright, sounds good. Alright, so that could... Alright. The other halfie, who's the uninjured one, is going to wobble forward and go up to attack Zaros. Alright. Zaros will 19 hit. Just barely. Alright, Zaros, you take 12 points of damage. Then you make a Constitution saving throw with advantage. Alright, you pass as he goes to scratch you. He rips into your flesh a little bit. You feel the warm blood spill from your body, and as you do, you notice that some of the green goo acid is starting to leak in, into mix with your blood in your wound, but you manage to pull away just in time before it actually meshes with your bloodstream. You manage to not get poisoned. Anything else from you?
You were attacking me.
Alright, sorry. Derp, act your...
Okay, really quickly, how does the battlefield look?
Alright, there's a halfie, 2 3-head, one head, and one head with one arm that's fucked up.
How many of them would I get flanking on if I went behind?
So if you like teleport behind him, how many would you get the flanking bonus on?
Yeah.
2 of them. One of the ones with one's one head, then the other one is armless one head.
I'll teleport behind the armless guy.
Okay. You teleport behind him, and
I attack.
alright. You watch as Act appears behind the one-armed guy and just sticks his sword through the other, through the back and out the front. You hear "Ugh!" as blood spits out of his mouth, and he slides off the sword and tumbles face first to the ground. The first attack actually killed him, so your second attack you can do something with if you want.
Okay, was there any close?
There's some within your movement to get there.
Flanked one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, so you
Yeah,
do
I'll
that.
do that.
Alright, you flank up behind the guy. You damage the uninjured halfie. So he's looking pretty he's looking very fucked up at this point. Anything else from?
I'm going to stealth.
Okay. Next.
I'll be right back.
Quick question, Corey. Am I supposed to be rolling with advantage when I'm stealthed?
Yes.
Okay.
For your
That's what I thought.
for your first attack, if you make your bonus action attack, you won't be stealthed.
Right.
If it's your second attack, yeah.
So I want to shoot at... I wrote it down as Ogre 4, basically, the one that's coming back behind the group. The one that just kind of appeared, the 3-headed.
Yeah, there's 2 3-headed ones, but yeah, one of the 2.
Yeah, I wrote them down as numbers, so...
That's fine. So Ogre 4 you're going to shoot at?
Yep.
Okay. Alright. So Ogre 2, Ogre 4, you see start shambling forward. It's just about in range of Argus, and all of a sudden you see one of its heads, just like the upper right side of its body, just explodes, and it just gets knocked back. You see the left side of the body just kind of melt off of it and just turn into a sludge on the ground. And you hear "Urgh!" as it's calling out in pain. Anything else?
Nope, hiding again.
Alright. Alright. Argus is going to rage and is going to attack the Halfie next to Act. Well, the Act attacked rather. And he is going to... I'm sorry, I meant to hit that one. Oof, not one. Just brings it down next to him. Goes to attack again. That one hits for... And just it completely just turns the other Halfie into mush. He's going to turn to face the other one-headed guy, and he's going to do his charge attack again. Which will hit. And he slams into him. He's pushed back another 10 feet in a straight line. And he's looking pretty beat up from the impact, but he's still standing. Alright, this guy's dead. This guy... Alright, Ogre 4 is going to act. He is going to look at Dag, and he's going to release another bolt of lightning. Dagna, make a dexterity saving throw.
Boom.
I see that. Good. Alright. So that is... You take 20 points. You don't take any because you dodge it. But it's going to arc out. And now I need Argus and Din to make it a dexterity saving throw. As well as Chris, your character, Zaros.
Okay, back.
Alright. Din and Zaros, you take 26 points of lightning damage as the lightning courses through you. Argus will take half that. So...
How many points?
26.
Alright, Hellish Rebuke.
Okay. Alright. 9 points. And then it's going to try and chuck his hammer at Argus, which will... Alright, Dagna, you're up.
Whatever is close to me, I'ma punch it.
Alright, there's the one-headed guy that Argus just charged.
Okay, I'm gonna attack him. With Overload.
Alright. Okay. Alright, your first two attacks, the lightning just erupts from your your Gatecrasher gauntlets as you just, you feel ribs breaking, you see him shake and convulse as the lightning courses through his body. He lets out a splurt of blood that just erupts from his orifices, and he falls backwards, dead.
Am I able to get to another one?
Yeah. Just barely. You can get to Ogre.
How many are left? What's left?
There's Ogre 4, which is knocked prone currently and got shot by Kara recently. Then there's Ogre 5, there's another 3-headed one that's untouched.
Wait, did the one that I moved my curse to die?
Yeah, she can move that.
Okay, it gets moved, and I gain some hit points back.
Cool.
Then I will get to the prone one that I can reach. And I'm gonna smash him.
Okay.
With flurry of bows.
Okay. So you spend another key point and go for 2 attacks. They both hit, and it's looking pretty beat. You each punch just squirts blood out of its open wound, and it is wailing with every. It's not looking good at all. Alright, after that's Din.
Okay, so she just attacked the one that was untouched or was about to die.
Yeah, the one that was about to die.
How far is the untouched one from where I am?
You can get in range to throw something.
Okay. Fuck. God damn it, Argus. I'm gonna give him a healing drought, because I don't want him to fucking die.
Okay. So you're gonna hand him a healing drought. Thwoop.
God damn it.
Alright. 5 HP.
It's better than nothing. I'm going to, dimension door up to the top of a train, on top of a train thing, near the untouched one, and then chuck another, I'm gonna chuck some acid on him.
I'm sorry. This was the untouched one or the one that looks really fucked up?
The untouched one. And I'm on top of one of the train things.
Alright, so you chuck an acid down. You see one of his heads just starts to kind of melt, and the left side of his body, the skin is just total acid is just eating through his skin.